Dude, we're like a thrift store that hosts live music and has a podcast studio.
Yeah, what if we recorded the live performances and then brought the artists in here and did a kind of behind the mic interview?
Yeah, so you could like discover new local music and then learn a little something about the people who make it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sitting here with Phantom Sam, and that is Space Camp here to my leftist.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And Taylor to my least left.
Hello, ladies and germs.
Right.
I'm from Lebanon, Missouri. He's from
Lake Ozarks.
Yeah,
Lake of the Ozarks. People say, what kind of music do you play? That must be like this number one follow-up question when people find out that you're in a band.
Me and him always say we can't tell you what we sound like, but we can tell you what we smell like.
Got that
And then what do you
smell?
We like to think that we got that new car smell.
Well, the hounds are pawing, and the crows are cawing. Well, the cows are crawling while the rain starts to fall. There's a man in the middle of it all. He's got a problem that he can't solve. And untimely death begins his biggest regret. Said something like, well, the wind is blowing and the thunder's rolling. Well, the siren's singing while the folks crawl in their holes. They said he went mad, cause he was all he had. But all the steel's gone left and let us 6 feet in the depths. Said something like, well, he's running out of things to tell himself, losing all his will from the blame he felt, compelled by the use of an ancient magic spell. The valves have opened up, tide spoken up from out of the cold. It's coming up from below. Well, a deadly sin he did commit with a good intent, but only brought back bits of punishment on ruthless revenge. Despite the dirt and decay, he takes her hand for a loving embrace, and she seals his fate, replaced at the bottom of a grave. Said something like, said something like, lot of things to tell himself, losing all his will from the blame he felt, compelled by the use of an ancient magic spell. The clouds are closing up, tide smoking up from out of the cold. It's coming up from below.
That might.
Fresh off the factory.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Right off the lot.
I don't know if this is insulting. I think it might be insulting. I'm afraid this is insulting because I feel like if you tell someone that they sound like someone that they like, that's a danger zone.
I'm out of here.
But do you get like Jack White or the White Stripes ever?
It's not the first time.
Yeah.
It's
No.
definitely not the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more so that we became a two-piece.
Yeah.
That it kind of turned, like people have said, you can't, okay, so people, I feel like you should never try to sound like anybody.
Of course.
But your influence, you cannot get away from your influences.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I can't say that he's not an influence of mine.
Okay.
The Black Keys, of course, too. Like,
Sure, yeah.
you know, but I don't take any offense to that. I don't really agree,
Okay.
but I appreciate that you think so, because Jack White's dope.
Okay, great. I actually didn't have the verbiage to. I was like, this guy sounds like somebody I've heard before, and these people sound like somebody I've heard before, and it's very pleasant, but I can't figure out who it is. And then somebody said it was Jack White, and I was like, okay, I get that, but I don't even know if that was what I was hearing. I just know that I really fucking liked it. So, I think you guys are great. Not that I'm a good judge of music, but
Hey,
you know,
Everybody's got their
I'm a
wired
judge of
taste.
music.
you do what?
I'm a judge of music.
You like music, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
You can say whatever you want about it.
Yeah, I really did. I really enjoyed your
Music is for everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good for the soul.
Where do you guys play most of the time? Because we were talking about this a second ago. Probably not in Lebanon, or I guess you probably do play at the lake some.
Sometimes.
Well, don't say any names of venues, probably, because we just don't have any luck
Yeah.
there.
They hate us.
often.
It's kind of, I wouldn't guess that you would, because you don't play like 70s or like yacht rock.
We don't play Jimmy Buffett covers.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
You know, I always say that. I don't even think I've heard a Jimmy Buffett song. Where do I know who Jimmy Buffett is? Sorry, Jimmy Buffett, but
Or Ted Nugent, but Ted
there
Nugent
is-
is a cool.
I like Ted Nugent. He's like, I mean, his music.
Did you ever see the show Superband with Ted Nugent?
I don't think
It was
so.
a reality show. I think it was VH1. It had, is it the guy from Anthrax with the beard?
Oh fuck, Scott Ian.
Yeah, that's right. And it had like a bunch of other guys. Who else was in it? Sebastian Bach was in it.
Yeah.
And it was a reality show, and they got all these guys and they put them in a house together to create a super band. And it might be called Super Group, but anyways, and they're talking about the band name, what band they want to be. And you guys know that Nugent's like a huge like hunter.
Yeah.
So he's like, I think that we should name the band Hunting Deer with Bow and Arrow. And obviously, like, no one that doesn't pick up any. And then
Cricket.
Sebastian Bach is like, it should be Fist. And he's like, because we've got 5 people and 5 fingers. And it's some of the best TV I've ever seen. And so it's still like an inside joke with me and my buddies from that time frame. So I really encourage you to find this on the internet.
Is it like real or is it a mockumentary?
No, this is real. This was like a real early to mid 2000s reality show.
So he legitimately suggested hunting deer with bow and
In bow and arrow. And then had some kind of reasoning behind it.
I no longer like his music.
Yeah.
Fist though, that's logical. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's some redneck shit.
The hunting.
Yeah.
It's like Fist doesn't.
Fist.
Fist is just dope. I like Fist.
So do you have Columbia? Is it Columbia a place you play? Where do you guys, what are your favorite places to play? And what makes a shitty place to play?
What makes a shitty?
Yeah.
That's hard to say, really.
Honestly,
Vibe is everything, dude. Like we could play, and I hope you don't take any offense to this, but we just played in a parking lot,
Yes, you did.
but the vibe was good.
That makes me happy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
energy
counts.
is everything.
Like you could go to there. Yeah, exactly. It's like you could go to this fully geared, complex, like with full sound, like, you know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
the vibe's not there, it can suck.
Yeah.
Like it's really not about the place. It's really, in my opinion, about how you're received and the people that are involved.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, there's been times where, you go to a place and, like, there's bands that you play with and they're just not a good vibe.
Sure.
But then you'll play at that same place with a new set of bands and the vibe is fire.
Good vibes today from the other people too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were great.
Well, we only caught the group before.
Oh, you missed Justin Raw? The
Yeah, I met
didgeridoo?
him, though.
Did you see the didgeridoo?
I didn't. We pulled up and he was loading out.
yeah.
I've never seen a didgeridoo performance live, so that was
I own
my
a
first.
didgeridoo,
Do
but-
you play the didgeridoo?
I don't play it. My buddy, I had a buddy that gave it to me for my birthday.
You
and
just
I was
gerbil
like,
joust with
"Thanks."
it. Yeah.
Like I don't even.
You figure it out. Someday
Fights with
the
it.
next pandemic, you'll pick it up and you'll start learning how to didgeridoo.
It was my pandemic birthday.
Was it really?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm never now's the time for me to learn this, but I didn't.
What do you guys do outside of music?
Die.
A lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
work. That sounds fun.
he has a day job, right?
Yeah, I work in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
You make food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like food.
Well,
Dirty
but
guy,
the thing
man.
is, but why half of musicians work
You
in the
look
kitchen?
like Dane Cook in Waiting.
Oh wow.
Are you familiar with that
Welcome to the
reference?
Thunderdome, bitch.
So I pick up major Cook vibes. That makes sense.
Oh, I love that movie, dude. I like worship that movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the testicle showing game.
Yeah.
Dude, we always talk about how most musicians we meet either work in a kitchen or have worked in a kitchen. It's
Yeah.
something about musicians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I managed a kitchen for 10 years of my life.
Did you really?
Yeah, I hated it.
In Lebanon?
yeah.
Was it Ryan's? Wait, is there a
Ryan's isn't
there?
in Lebanon now. No. Ryan's is in St. Robert.
I haven't spent that much time in Lebanon. I forgot clothes going to Niangua and had to go to Lebanon and get clothes.
It was
before.
Chinese food though, but it was like pretty good Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we actually cooked with like woks and.
Do you still find yourself making Chinese food?
Dude, I cook like nobody's business still.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like a health nut, if you could say.
I need you to engineer my microbiome. It's really off kilter.
I don't know what you just said.
I'm
definitely
lost,
try to
dude.
tackle it.
I used to weigh over 500 pounds, and then I lost like 300 pounds. Well, more than 200 pounds, more than 250 pounds. But eating just meat and cheese for 2 years.
You lost that much weight doing that?
Yes, that's how I did it.
For real, dude?
Yeah, I literally all I did was eat meat and cheese with a little bit of onion here and there for 2 straight years. But that fucked my gut, right?
Yeah, can I ask, never mind, I shouldn't ask
You
that.
can, yeah, you're fine.
How was your shits?
Oh yeah. That's like the worst part.
Okay.
So they're hard in coming. So now I've kind of figured out how to keep the trains running. But that was a real problem there for a long time.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of fiber. I consume a lot of fiber. But there was a point I didn't want to talk about my dietary. Oh, yeah, you were talking about you're a chef and you're a health nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is, and when you say that, what are your that's what got me. Sorry about that weird tangent.
You're good.
But what is your
this.
when you say health nut? What is it that you like? What are your principles? If you had to, distill that down to like a 3 to 5 point summary of your health beliefs.
Lean meat.
Yep,
I don't eat bread.
that's good.
I don't eat, I try my best not to eat processed sugars.
Mm-hmm.
I eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, and lean meat. I try to keep it just like, and I try to get it where I know where it came from.
Like Whole Foods, like real
I've never
food.
been, I've actually been to a Whole Foods
I don't
time,
mean
but
the
get-
store.
yeah.
I mean the foods are like actual food.
I caught that in the middle of what I was saying.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, that went right
But-
over.
I can't imagine there's a Whole Foods in Lebanon.
There's definitely not.
Yeah.
No, I just try to eat as good as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'm not the best at it. I'm a human being.
Is this always been a thing for you, or is it?
No, I'm just one of those people that when COVID happened, I was like, you got on that health craze, you know what I mean? And
totally.
'cause I was never big.
Did you start growing your own vegetables too?
I tried.
Yeah.
I live on a farm, but I don't farm. It's my uncle's farm, and they farm, and sometimes we'll like hear a knock on the back door.
Yeah.
And then we'll like pull the curtain back. Nobody will be there, and there'll just be a pile of garden vegetables. And so we're like, okay.
That's the greatest.
Yeah. And then we get like a peach tree in the backyard, which is cool.
This is great.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
This is the best part about living there.
It really is. And, I got 2 dogs. I had one dog and we just rescued another one. So it's like they got all the room to run around. I'm just glad my dogs are happy.
That's awesome.
I don't know why.
You got real.
I'm just glad my dog.
That's a good place to be. What are you trying to do with music? You know what I mean? Like, is it something that like you feel like you need to do because it's a part of you? Is it something that like is there a goal or an ambition of something that you want to achieve? Or like, is it just something that you do?
Impact.
Ever since I was a wee little lad, it's the only thing. Like, it's the only thing. Like, I don't know how else to put that. Like, I personally, I can't answer that question really, because it's like, there's just nothing else for me. Like, I can cook, I can do this and stuff, but like cooking made me bitter because it's like, you got to tell people what to do as a manager and stuff.
Right.
It's like, but like music, it's like you're making people happy. Sometimes it doesn't go as great as it could, you know what I mean? But it's still like, it beats any other job. And I don't know. You always, growing up, you always fantasize about, where you see yourself, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's just...
No, I think everybody has that. Like,
yeah. And
a
I
picture of what they envision someday.
Yeah. And so I just, I think, and I may be wrong, but I'm going to be a little psycho for a second, and I think that I have the ability to make an impact in the world.
I love that.
Impact is definitely.
Yeah, I like writing lyrics. I like performing, and just nothing makes me happier. And so I encourage everybody to just find, and not even if it's music, I encourage everybody to just find what they love to do and just take it. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Not that I'm going to hold you to it, but like, if you could go one layer further on impact, like, what do you mean by it?
Well, impact, what I mean by impact, I want to make somebody feel how I feel about my inspirations, you know? I want to save somebody's life like music has saved mine in many ways. I just want to be that person that, you know, somebody can look, you know, turn on some music and be like, hey, yeah, I feel 10 times better. Like, intro, you know?
Yeah, it's like you think about this. What's your favorite song in the world?
Well, this just came to mind while you were talking. The other day came in and I had to click on Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
I love Rage.
Because it was like a pissed off morning and I had to do some work. And I instantly feel like a better person.
You did. It made you.
Yeah.
That we want to be Rage Against the Machine for other people.
Love that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's.
Morale's a genius.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to promote Rage Against the Machine. They're cool, but I'm just using them as a reference.
Inspiration right there.
I love
guys.
And how long have you guys been? So you've been playing. How long have you been performing music?
What, like on a stage?
Like outside of your immediate family?
Probably 4 or 5 years, maybe.
That's awesome.
Well,
For me.
3. Because I was doing hip hop.
Really?
Yeah, so.
That's
You
actually
were rapping?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of weird that we didn't even mention that. We met before he was in the band, but we were doing mixed genre shows with Phantom Sam. We had a bass player, a drummer, and a second guitar player. So we were like a full band at this time. But we were doing. It's hard to find an opener to fill 4-hour slots at the lake because they want 4 hours of music.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were looking for openers and everything, and we just happened to know him and his buddy Clay, and they were a rap duo. And
Misery Loves Company.
Okay, sweet.
And so what we would do is I would go and I'd practice for a couple hours with them, and then I'd run across town and practice with my band. But we would be performing. They would do their rap, you know, for an hour, 45 to an hour, and then we would do like smear the two shows into each other. So we would do like 2 songs that we wrote that it was like I'm on guitar, I do like choruses, sing choruses, and he's on drums, and Clay would rap.
This sounds like a great show.
Yeah, it was fun.
Phantom Zone was the shit.
we would just do fun songs. Like we had one called Phantom Zone, which was just the perfect culmination of their stuff and Phantom Zone.
Like Cinnabon.
So,
Is it on the internet anywhere that I could digest?
There's
I might actually have a video on Facebook.
There's
somewhere.
a poor quality video of it, but it's like I think some of the pieces of it are missing, but it's out there somewhere.
Do you guys record? Have you recorded recently?
No, we recorded probably. It's almost going on 2 years now.
Biggest regret.
We have on all streaming platforms like Apple Music and Spotify. We have our EP it's called Phantom Sam and the Dirty Machine. He actually wasn't on that record, but he was with us when we released the record.
Yeah. So
it was like, but we haven't. We were planning on taking a couple weeks off maybe in like November, December to try to record a new EP or a full-length record.
Love that.
So yeah, we're hoping to make that happen.
where can anyone who might be consuming this find you, and what's coming up soon for you guys?
Well, you can go on our website. It's just phantomsam.com, and and I try to keep up with our show schedule on there, but I'm not always the best because I'm a piece of shit.
I went on there last night. I think you're
It's like
you're
2
a week
months
behind.
ago.
No, you're a week behind.
Only a week. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up with it, but we have our show schedule on our we have a Facebook too, but on our website phantomsam.com. I prefer you go there because it's cool. And Facebook is just at Phantom Sam, and then Instagram, you can check out our Instagram at Phantom Sam's Gram, which is also rolls off.
How did we start? That was fun to say. Sam, it was
Phantom's,
but it was.
dude.
Do you remember that? Remember saying something fun?
Yeah. Roll it back.
Yeah.
We gotta hear this.
No one leaves till we fucking remember.
Yeah. No, but then we have our YouTube, and we're trying to get. You mind if I plug my own podcast?
No, go for it. You got a podcast. Tell me your
we do.
podcast before we go.
Okay, listen, we're still trying to get it off the ground, right?
Okay, great.
So it's nothing as we don't have fancy mics and little level screen with our levels
This
on
is
it.
just boredom and Amazon.
Yeah, we don't have fucking plug-ins with little USBs in the middle. Okay, but the concept of it is it's called Phantom Sam Presents the Art of the Jam.
Okay.
And
Which is another great name. You got away with words, which is a thing you need in music.
Thank you.
I like
Thank
it.
you. So it actually is 1 year old as of the 5th of August, and Phantom Sam Presents the Art of the Jam, and it's basically like what kind of inspired me was you go to see a band and the banter in between songs, like the bassist will be like, man, that's funky, you shut your mouth, like just joking around,
Yeah.
and they're like, man, you blah 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 blah. But I was like, dude, that would make a good podcast if you put that in podcast form. Then that led me to, what if you did made improvised jam games to keep yourself sharp, and so it's like you're bound to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But there's magic in mistakes.
I'm envisioning like Super Troopers, but in a jam. Like when the cops are pulling you over and then saying weird things.
Well, we're not cutting
Littering and
and swallowing it either. So.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer? Am I eating mice? So basically, what we try to do, we've only had one guest, but we try to keep it going, whether it's me and him. And then we just had a member leave the band maybe a month ago, and he was on the episodes. But now it's just me and him. But basically, we have a hat that and it's basically we have little slips of paper in it, and there's 4 of his name, 4 of my name, and whoever else is there. But it'll say Space Camp, like a slip of paper will say, for instance, Space Camp 44 accent 1. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, but it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It'll have his accent and his time.
Yep.
And so he doesn't have any time to prepare for that jam. And then mine will usually be riff or rhythm. So basically, if I get riff, it's like I have to do some kind of single note based thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or rhythm, I have to do something that's like chord based or more rhythmic than a heavy riff or something like that. And so basically, we're trying to create this, this podcast based off of testing musicians to their fullest potential. Like, I want to see them come with nothing prepared at all. Make it impossible for them to prepare for it.
I like it. I like that you have such a hard angle, because I think that sometimes you can really make something really cool when you have something like that.
Yeah, and I thought of it one day, and I was like, dude, we got to make this happen. Help me make this happen.
So you had one other musician on so far.
Yeah, we had a
How'd that
band.
go?
It went well. It did.
It did.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was the first time we ever had a guest, so it is a little wonky, but it's like we're still, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like we're trying to perfect the format.
Yeah. Sorry about your leash over there. It's a little short on you.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
there we go.
There you go. Good. Yeah. So, well, look, I really appreciate you guys coming and jamming with us today. This was really fun, and hopefully it won't be the last time we'll see you guys.
Well, I appreciate you having having us, man.
Yeah, this was cool. I'll definitely
kicking
check
us out.
Well, yeah, I got to wrap it up.
Why?
Because I have to kiss my wife before she goes and bartends, or else I'll get in trouble.
You can go kiss her real quick. We'll take over.
You guys got this?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. You're really great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So phantomsam.com.
Yeah, phantomsam.com. Check it out.
Oh, and
Facebook.
and also on that website, you can order merch if you want it too.
Yeah,
I didn't see any of your merch.
we do have merch.
Yeah.
All right.
Here,
That's cool. I like cool things.
It's all right.
All right. I'll go check it out too. All right, dope. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us. Thank you, guys.